Many of us wake up each day and instinctively begin thinking about our problems. These concerns are often tied to memories from our past, certain events, individuals, or situations that have left their mark on us. The brain, like an old record, replays these memories, reinforcing the feelings and emotions they elicit. When we dwell on these past experiences, we are effectively living in the past. By doing so, we trap ourselves in cycles of thought that keep us bound to past emotions such as fear, anger, and doubt. Before we begin, I would appreciate if you liked the video so that you can help me to continue spreading the Stoic philosophy. If you are not subscribed, I recommend you to subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss any video. Our thoughts and emotions form the foundation of our state of being, shaping who we are and how we interact with the world. If we continually think in the same patterns, reliving past experiences, we condition ourselves to believe that our past defines our future. The moment we revisit a painful memory, we re-experience the associated emotions, whether it be anger, guilt, or sadness, further cementing those feelings in our present reality. For example, imagine an event that triggered frustration yesterday. When you think about it the next day, that frustration resurfaces. If this cycle persists for several days, it begins to influence your mood. People around you might notice, saying you're in a bad mood, and after a while, this emotional state becomes part of your personality. This demonstrates a fundamental principle: our thoughts and emotions not only shape our present, but they can also define our future. When we focus on the same thoughts, we inevitably recreate the same life patterns. Many people inadvertently create a life they are dissatisfied with by allowing their subconscious mind to control their reality. Upon waking, they immediately engage with the familiar, whether by checking emails, social media, or reviewing their to-do lists. This automatic engagement reinforces their current state of being, confirming their expectations of what the day will bring. Their routines become deeply ingrained: waking up at the same time, using the same coffee mug, driving the same route to work, interacting with the same people who provoke the same emotional reactions. This habitual cycle becomes a subconscious program, dictating nearly every aspect of their lives. By the time they reach their mid-30s, 95% of their thoughts, actions, and behaviors are hardwired into their subconscious. Even if their conscious mind desires change, whether it's a desire for happiness, health, or success, the subconscious mind, which controls most of their actions, is resistant. The gap between conscious intention and subconscious programming can feel insurmountable, trapping them in the same patterns. To imagine the difference between the conscious and subconscious mind, picture an average person competing against an Olympic athlete in a weightlifting contest. The conscious mind is determined to change, but the subconscious, like the well-trained athlete, has been conditioned over decades of habits and emotional responses. In this battle, the subconscious always wins, returning us to familiar routines and emotional states. So how do we break free from this cycle? The key lies in accessing the subconscious mind. The analytical mind serves as a barrier between the conscious and subconscious. Meditation offers a means to bypass this barrier, slowing down brain waves and allowing access to the deeper layers of our minds. Through meditation, we can reprogram the subconscious and begin manifesting the life we desire. Some people wait for a crisis, a traumatic event, health scare, or other significant life challenge before they decide to change. But it's possible to make meaningful changes without waiting for disaster to strike. We can choose to transform our lives through intention, joy, and inspiration, rather than through pain and suffering. Unfortunately, many of us spend the majority of our lives in a state of survival, conditioned by the stresses of the past. Our expectations of the future are often shaped by our past experiences, leading us to anticipate the worst outcomes. This cycle of negative expectations can be likened to sitting in a restaurant with a limitless menu and consistently choosing the least desirable option. Even though the universe offers us infinite possibilities, we keep ordering the same unpleasant dish, merely because it's familiar. Each time we dwell on a negative event from our past, we trigger the same chemical reactions in our brain and body, as if the event were occurring all over again. Over time, the body becomes conditioned to respond with the same emotions, creating a pattern that feels impossible to escape. The body, in essence, becomes the subconscious mind. It cannot distinguish between a memory and a real event. When we repeatedly relive past events, the body locks itself into emotional states such as fear, guilt, or anger. These emotions can become so ingrained that even when we desire change, the body resists. This resistance is rooted in the fact that the body has grown accustomed to these emotions. To the body, these negative feelings have become familiar, even comfortable. Change represents the unknown, and the body instinctively fears the unknown. This is why, when we attempt to meditate or break free from these patterns, distractions arise. The moment we sit down to meditate, our mind bombards us with thoughts, our body starts to itch, or we recall unfinished tasks. These distractions are the body's way of keeping us from venturing into unfamiliar territory. The unknown may be frightening, but it is the place where new possibilities exist. The best way to step into this unknown is through meditation, which enables us to rehearse the life we wish to create. During deep meditation, we can mentally practice the behaviors we want to embody and the life we want to live. The brain does not differentiate between an imagined experience and a real one. By visualizing a future filled with success, joy, and abundance, we begin creating new neural pathways in our brain. Our brain no longer acts as a record of the past, it becomes a map for our future. Over time, as we practice this regularly, our behavior begins to align with the future we've imagined. One critical component of this process is learning to feel the emotions of the future before it manifests. It's not enough to simply think about success, wealth, or love. We must feel these emotions in our body. If thoughts are the language of the brain, emotions are the language of the body. When we truly feel these emotions, our body starts to believe that the future we desire is already happening. This alignment between thoughts and emotions helps us manifest our future. By accessing and reprogramming the subconscious mind, we can become the creators of our own destiny. No longer victims of past experiences or external circumstances, we can break free from limiting patterns and live the life we truly desire. Through consistent meditation, mindfulness, and emotional alignment, we can shift our reality, manifesting a future filled with joy, abundance, and purpose. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I am thankful for you joining us, and until next time, immerse in these stoic practices and let them transform your days and ultimately your life.